Well, guys, they gave me a few more minutes back. I've still not got this figured out. For some reason, my YouTube channel will not let me record directly on it. I had to go back to my phone to use my video off my camera feed off my phone. I have a Samsung 9 Plus, and apparently the thing ain't working right or whatever. I don't know. I'm not that savvy. As you can tell, I see all these other videos, people's got action on there and, you know, all that stuff, and they go subscribe and all that. Well, I don't know nothing about that stuff. I'm just an old backwoods country boy. But anyway, hey, we get back to the subject. Hi, this is Curtis, Track Rider Trucking Incorporated, or LLC, not Incorporated. Rough day yesterday. I was able to get that load in Cargill in Michigan. Now, I've seen some comments. Jenna's one of them that made a comment that they've never heard of having to do a live offload. Well, let me tell you, if you get a Cargill load to Michigan, I mean, God, I'm messed up. Sorry, I need to wake up. You get a Cargill load that goes to Milwaukee, I guarantee you it will be a live load, live offload. I'm pretty sure. There's two different ways. I've seen some of them going there. But it's a cool way they do it. When you go through the gate, you check your stuff in, you know, and they'll say, okay, you need to go all the way down to the very end. You'll see the trailers at the very end. You'll turn right. And that's where they do, you have to actually offload your trailer, park it in that little lot, park it in the lot there, plenty of room. And then you've got to go back up to where the gate guard was, turn to your right, and then there's where the shipping and receiving location. You got to go park on top, over on the parking lot with your bobtail, and you go in and take the bills in. And what they do is they'll say, okay, we'll call you when we're done. Well, then they take the yard dogs and go out and get the trailer, and they back it in the dock and everything. You just sit there, and it's overnight parking. It's a good little location. In fact, it was so good that I blowed my mind. You come down, it's basically almost in the main city of Milwaukee. Very simple ways to get there, no problems. But what blows my mind is I was 1.1 mile, and anybody that rides a Harley, like me, I was 1.1 mile away from the Harley-Davidson Museum. So I was going to go ahead and just park the truck because I knew I had about 2 or 3 hours before they'd even take the trailer and put it in. So I walked up in there and I asked the old boy, I said, hey man, I don't know if you know much about Harley-Davidson. He said, that's always around here, man. And I said, hey, are they open? I'd like to go check it out because I'm a hog member, which I own. You know, I by the name of Track Rider, I own a 2012 Trike Glide Ultra Classic trike from Harley-Davidson, and I wanted to go check the museum out. It's always been my dream to go to Milwaukee to go check it out. Well, here's my opportunity. Well, not happening. COVID's what happened. So apparently the museum itself is not open due to COVID, but their restaurant is. Well, the old boy said, if you want to go pay $20 for a cheeseburger, then that's where you're going to go eat. And I said, no, that's okay. I'll just stay in my truck. So that was disappointing. I did not get no pictures because I couldn't get down there because I was going to take pictures of me, the truck, and the facility or the museum. That's what I wanted to do, but they wouldn't allow my truck down there. So anyway, that's that story. But the bad thing about this, let me go back to again, once everything was done, I was given a proposed load. In fact, the 01 was right where I was. So I had nowhere to go. All I had to do was wait on the load. But the problem, my concerns is they had an open window. And you know how these companies are, you know, they'll wait till the last minute to load the load. So, and they wanted me to deliver it. They wanted me to deliver it today, which is the 16th. I could have picked the load up between anywhere from 7 o'clock on the 14th to like 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, which I wasn't going to accept the load. So it was convenient that I walked in there when they called me to come and get my bills from the previous load I brought from Texas. I asked the old boy, I said, hey man, they gave me a proposed load. I want to see if that load's ready already. And he goes, well, give me your NO number. I gave him the NO number. He said, yeah, it's sitting in the yard over yonder waiting to be hauled out. And I said, cool. But he said the only bad problem is you're going to have to take the trailer you brought in. You got to take it and get it washed out because it's dirty. So you got to drive. The closest washout was like 21 freaking miles away. So in other words, you still did it empty. So I had to pick up the trailer. They had to check it out. I had to drive back out of Milwaukee, go to a Blue Beacon, get it cleaned out, bring it all the way back. And what makes me upset and mad is nobody checked the trailer. I get back in. They've seen me before. I said it's empty. They said okay, no problem. I took it over. I could have probably got away without doing a washout, but I did it because it was a fresh meat load. It was a meat load. So took the trailer, dropped it, then had the bobtail all the way back up to shipping and receiving. They gave me the bills and everything and told me, okay, here's your trailer. So I went and picked up the trailer, got the trailer all loaded and took off. So technically, I could have stayed there, but I wanted to get on the road. Well, everybody knows what happened the day before yesterday afternoon and yesterday. Mother Nature decided it didn't want to cooperate. So I get the load and I'm off and running. I'm going down 4194 back down towards Chicago. Dude, the wind picked up so bad, and I had to get away because nobody calibrated this new trailer, the 215 trailer, so it still had the calibration sticker on it. So I had it in 12 volt, and the dang thing was reading 34.5 or whatever. My truck was at 33,000, so I had to beat. I went on down to a Pilot or Petro, or I think it was it was Pilot. And I went ahead and got it weighed, which everything was okay, but I still wanted to move the tandem some because I wanted to make it equal out, because it seemed like there was too much weight. I was running 33,780 on the truck, on the drives, and I only had like 30,000 on the trailer. So I went back there and adjusted, marked it all in on a little chart, and there's a video that explains to you how to do all that. I got the thing calibrated, marked it in, what date and what the weight was, and then I went ahead and adjusted it back down. I went to the 10th hole, I think, and it equaled out all right. But anyway, I decided to go ahead and stay there. Probably wasn't a smart idea to do that, but I did it anyway because I was beat. I was tired. So anyway, I parked in there, went and done the shower, and come back out, and then holy crap broke loose. I mean, the wind was blowing, and I had my truck angled wrong, and it kept lifting the front of the trailer truck and keeping me awake. And I got a bit of sleep, but I got up early in the morning, about 4:30. I had to run down here to London, Kentucky, just south of Lexington. And boy, yesterday was rough on me. It was total chaos. I don't know, guys. It was just not fun. I'm gonna tell you what. That wind blowed so dang hard. There was 2 or 3 times pushing me across the highway. So by the time I made it down to this truck stop, I'm about 3 miles away from my 90, and I got my delivery ain't for another 2 hours. But I'm getting ready to haul butt out of here. I can be there an hour early, so I'm going to leave here in about an hour. But dude, I'm telling you what, I was beat. It beat me to death to get out of here. But I took my time. I made it. I think we drove about 500 and some odd miles, and I did it in my full clock. Basically, I think I had 2 hours left on my clock, on my 14 by the time I got down here. So still running good on recaps. I still got I got 7 hours to pick up tonight. But then the next 2 days, Tuesday night and Wednesday night, are going to be a little tough because that's a total of 5 hours all I got on my clock. So I've already got a pre-plan load, so I'm going to look at that real close and see if that's going to be feasible to do. Doesn't pay a lot, but it pays, and that puts another load on my settlement for this week. I'm trying to get back to Springfield for the fact of the matter is and I know everybody's going to tell me, well, you can go anywhere and get your APU service. I just want to go back to Springfield, okay? So if you're going to comment on that, just don't comment about it because that's my goal. I want to get back to Springfield. I've got to get some supplies. I'm gonna probably end up taking a 34 in Springfield if I've got the time. I got to pick up some stuff there, and I want to get this serviced correctly, and I just want to take a breather. So things have been mulling around in my head, and you know, I'm just trying to get things organized to see what's going to happen here in the next month or so. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off here because I'm running short again on time for the video. I just wanted to say hi to everybody. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. All the comments and everything that I get from everybody. Phil, I mean Jenna, he commented on my deal. I mean everybody, Skeletor, you guys are awesome. I just don't know what else to say. I mean, I appreciate you guys hanging in there. Apparently I'm up to 265 subscribers now. It's slow, and that's great. I'm not up there with the heroes, the 1.5 or 1.8K ones. That's the way life is. I don't care. I'm just happy to have this channel and be able to talk to you guys and, you know, go over my future and my journey of what I've done so far. So anyway, I'm gonna slide off here. I want everybody, please be safe. Take care of yourselves out there. You know, it's still rough. It's winter time. It's starting up. And just remember, we're continuing to strive and drive for perfection. That's all we can do. Y'all have a great day. We'll talk soon. Bye now.